Hello everybody, welcome to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country, or if you prefer, Xenoblade Chronicles. Today we are playing a New Game Plus playthrough of Torna. I have just finished it a couple days ago for the first time. A little bit late on the hype train, so just finished it. I pretty much did everything I could in terms of completion. Found out there was a New Game Plus and I was like, okay, let's play it again. So we're going to be starting off New Game Plus here. So we have a nice list of everything that carries over. Levels, golds, unique monster stuff, playtime, everything. So my playtime, I did it, it was a pretty like casual sort of 100%. So I did it in about 31 hours, I think. At a leisurely pace is how I would describe it. So I do have these new difficulty levels. We'll try Bringer of Chaos. From what I can tell, it's just monsters have more health and you do less damage kind of thing. So I will be, you know, really high level. So we'll see how it goes as the game progresses, but we'll try. So community level is going to be reset, so we're going to have to do all that again, but it's fine. So we're just going to experience the game from the beginning and see how New Game Plus feels. So let's get started. Oh god, this could be a mistake. We'll do Bringer of Chaos. We can change it later, so don't worry about it. Alright, let's go again, shall we?
The year was 3564. The 107th Indoline Praetor, Rhodalis, had sent an armed expedition against the country of Sia. Its capital, Amranta, fell overnight and sank beneath the clouds, along with the rest of the Titan. The destruction of Sia shocked all the nations of Allrest. Officially, the act was attributed to a military alliance led chiefly by Indol and the emerging power of Mor Ardain. In fact, it had been the work of one blade, the Aegis, a man known as Melos. Said to be the architect's word incarnate. Back then, neither Laura nor myself knew how closely his fate would prove to be tied with ours in the days to come.
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist.
There's no end to them.
And it's not just the Wolf and Ferris. Even the Balufos caught up in it.
Laura, can you smell it?
Huh. Ugh, it stinks like...
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blood. It's driving them crazy.
Alright, we in. Oh, everybody's here. Everyone's here. Okay, cool. So I don't even need to touch the controller. I'm level 99. Okay, that's interesting. So we actually start with the full party. That's gonna be really weird for cutscenes.
Laura!
Thank you, Jin.
Well, we've got room for improvement.
Of what?
This fighting style. It magnifies our strength, sure, but it leaves us wide open. When the sword is in my hand, you're left defenseless.
What, you won't keep me safe?
Huh?
I'll keep you safe always.
I'll keep you safe, always. You still remember that?
I've thought about it. Every day for these 17 years. I'll never forget it. The day you set me free from a life of misery.
I see.
Cute. Okay, well, everyone's here, which is really interesting. Speaking of controllers, I am in fact using the Xenoblade Pro controller, and I actually have a physical copy of Torna, just if anyone was wondering. I did manage to pick it up physically, so it's on its own cartridge. It's really cool. But yeah, aside from that, we're pretty much ready to go here. Gosh, it's so weird that the whole party is here.
Well, here we are.
Here we are. So, like I said, I did manage to do 100% aside from any of the items that are available in New Game Plus. So that's pretty much the only few things I have to get is some items that can only be obtained in this mode, and I can now play on the higher difficulty. So we'll see how all of the golden monsters fare on this higher difficulty. Didn't feel like they were that bad. So we'll see how the difficulty plays out, and if we need to change it, we can change it later.
What happened? Are you alone?
Looks like the only survivor. These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork. Must have been humans. Looting and pillaging while the world burns.
Hey, it's okay. Would you like to come with us? You don't have to worry, really. We're all good people. Promise.
Can you walk? You can. Good going.
And your family? Were they there with you? Should we go back and...
Mikhail.
Hmm?
My name is Mikhail.
Oh, right. I'm Laura. And he's...
I don't have a family. I was sold to this village from Estem. So, I'm all alone.
I see. Right then. Starting today, we're going to be your new family. We'll take you back to our friends and...
You people? You're strangers. You don't have to pretend to care.
You don't beat around the bush, do you? He's gonna be a handful, this one. Though really, I was just the same once. Very well. Friends first then, not family. How's that sound?
Laura,
What's up?
I'll scout the area. Look after him.
Oh, of course. Be careful. And Jin.
I know.
What was that you said, Baldric?
The Sean capital of Omrantha has fallen. Or rather, it was annihilated. Praetor Redalis.
So it has come to pass after all.
Respectfully, you aren't much of an actor, Eminence. It appears you are not surprised at all. We heard disturbing rumors circling among the Magisters. Amalthus, whom you recently elevated to Quester? People wonder if this calamity has anything to do with that man's blade. With such extraordinary power, is it really wise to,
No matter whose power affected it, it is sure to serve the greater glory of Indal. The architect will surely be pleased.
Eminence, do you believe it can be controlled?
If it cannot, I will let him take the blame. I have spoken. Thank you for your report, Magister Baldric. You may return to your duties.
Alright, man, cutscene heavy opening, but you know, it's Xenoblade. So it's like a good spot to set up camp. Yeah, I'll start preparing the food. Let's go find some items that I may already have if they've carried over, but we'll just play along here. So we have Mikael with us as well. Party formation. Oh, we have Milt. Okay. Really, everyone's here. This is very interesting. Hello. Everyone's here. Let me just look at my characters and stuff. So, as far as I'm aware, we get a new affinity chart for the drivers here. So this is basically what we have to complete as part of New Game Plus, this additional content. So, I have 9,993 skill points. I wonder if you get given some, or if that's just what I had left over from my last playthrough, because that seems kind of nuts. Because I did max out, so I maxed out all of these guys, but I didn't finish getting all of the blades trust up to S+, but I did max out all of their base affinity charts. So, I guess I can unlock some stuff, right, while we're here. Let's just go from the inside to the outside, I'm sure it's fine.
This is how I'll protect you all.
Silent Striker, increases damage dealt by surprise attack. I never find myself doing surprise attacks, so we'll see if that comes in handy at all. Increases affinity by 25% after winning a special button challenge.
Must have improved.
I can press B at the right time, that'll be great.
This is how I'll protect you all.
Dexterity, break duration. Okay, now we're out. Let's see what we got here on Adam. Ether, HP, Dexterity. 20% to damage ratio after cancelling an auto attack? Yes.
Work hard enough, and our
Yes.
efforts won't be in vain.
Yes, please. We'll
Work
take the
hard enough,
Dexterity
and our
too.
efforts won't be in vain.
Sure, we'll have some
Standing on the
help.
shoulders of titans.
I don't feel... I'd rather have the oh, we don't quite have enough for that. Hugo, my man. HP potions. Again with the surprise attack. Maybe that's something that I should be doing in my playthrough. I feel like... Faster than I.
Learning.
I'm always learning. Oh, it's so good to have Scottish voice actors who are not, or accent, that are not comedic relief. Fortunately, Morag is not in this game, but we have Hugo instead. Agility.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better.
Interesting. Boost recharge your specials after cancelling by 20%. Okay, we're already out. Well, that's fine. We can work with this. So yeah, all of my guys should still have like their cores and stuff, everything. Yeah, okay. We're gonna be fine. So we don't have community unlocked. But yeah, I do have all of my items. Cool. Got a little medal down there, which I guess indicates that I'm on New Game Plus. Quests we'll have to redo, and story stuff. But hey, let's play along and gather up some items here from the starting area. So I assume that everything will be the same in terms of the story, and it's just a case of we just happen to have the party members in our party, which is kind of funny, but let's stop for the night and have some food. Jin can make some delicious food. Trout. So yeah, everyone's here. This is so bizarre. So we have, I guess we have all of our unlocks as well. So I've crafted everything, so this is all here. So that's pretty great. Let's find Jin.
Just taste it.
Just taste it.
How sad. That village, I mean.
It is.
That blade, Malos. He didn't do that, did he?
The towns raised by the Aegis were completely obliterated. I plan to inform the mercenaries of this.
How could a person do something so awful?
Anyway, you should rest now. We should be able to meet up with Hayes tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I wonder if she's found any leads on Mother. I hope so, anyway.
I'll prepare food, then rest up.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks.
Alright, morning time. Mikhail's not impressed. He's shy. Alright, let's go meet up with Hayes, who's technically with us. Gosh, this is... Wait, what's gonna happen? Because we're gonna meet our second party member soon. So that'll be an interesting conversation. So I usually play with the camera zoomed out, but I'm now aware that it probably doesn't look as nice, so I'm gonna try playing with the cameras, because I usually play like this, so I can see everything, but we'll try playing zoomed in, see how that looks. So the main reason for me wanting to play this game is basically because I was thinking about playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on stream, and this is kind of like a little tester. So basically, I haven't touched Definitive. It was a case of I bought it, and at the time I hadn't played Torna yet, so I played Xenoblade 2 a while ago. But I never got around to playing Torna because I wanted a little break. And then Definitive came out and I was like, cool, I should probably, you know, actually play Torna now. So I did and highly enjoyed it. Oh, I can collect these because I have the item that allows me to collect from machines. So having played this, and I'm kind of like, oh, I want to play New Plus, this would be a good option for testing out more of a story-driven game on stream, because we've not really done stuff like that. We kind of play more games that are more relaxing, or, you know, more sort of one-off things. So this was just a good opportunity to try out a slightly shorter version of a story game. I think if you played this game sort of doing the minimal amount to get stuff done, it would probably only take like 15-20 hours. So it's not super long. So it'll be interesting to see how long my playthrough takes.
What the? This should be the village of Feltley.
It's almost like glass. Rumor among the mercs says that's the hallmark of the Aegis.
But why would he do this?
Look out!
Jin!
It's nothing. Let's go.
Ready to put another win under our belt?
Level 8 Gargoyle. Don't you know who I am? Hugo. Oh.
This is no normal monster.
Not an Ardanian Titan weapon either.
Maybe it's Malice's.
Get down, you two!
Holy...
That was a close one.
Looks like Malos's artificers are still roaming around.
So it was.
Hey. Wait a minute.
The emblem of Torna.
You are Jin, right? Wow, I can't believe it. I came all the way out here, and who do I say but the paragon of Torna and his driver? You're so young. That core crystal was stolen 17 years ago. Quite a feat to pull off that heist at that age.
Are you going to arrest us? Execute us?
I don't know yet. I did just save you after all.
Oh, how magnanimous.
Laura, There's no point in talking.
Have it your way.
Oh, soundtrack, man. Wait, hold on. Something's not right here. How bizarre.
Capturing you then.
The hell are these two? They're just a driver and blade. Where's this strength coming from?
Well, he is the paragon of Torna.
I've had enough.
What? No. There's no need for you to...
You!
What?
Incredible! You! Both of you!
Huh?
That last attack, the force behind it was absurd. I'm amazed.
Oh, really? Well, that's just...
Oh, and passing the weapon. What a concept! How did you ever come up with that idea?
Oh, well... We were broke.
Huh?
We couldn't afford meals, let alone another sword. And so we made do.
Your face.
You're kidding. Oh man, you guys are the best. I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
Huh?
I really, really like you two.
Master Adam! Sir!
Milton!
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Master Adam, are you hurt at all? Master Adam? You can't be the Adam Origo.
The Lord of Aletta, and fourth in line to the throne of Torna.
Oh, come on, Milton. I've been with him the whole time. You really think these two would cause any harm?
You've been using your dumb artifice again, haven't you?
Dumb?
So yeah, sure, nothing to worry about, right?
Milton? Who's this then?
Ah, this is Hayes. She rescued me from the jaws of some nasty monsters.
Well, I'd better give her my thanks.
Hayes!
Oh, was she with you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
I see. So that's when... What a sad, sad tale, Nora.
Oh, here we go again.
Adam is like me at the end of playing Torna. I've got tissues. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Don't let it get cold now.
So then, how come you've enlisted with a band of mercenaries?
I guess I like the freedom. This way I'm not tied down. So I can help out. With causes I really believe in, you know? Going's tough everywhere you look these days, right? Can't ignore it, can I?
I understand.
Fat load of good that'll do, in the long run. The world keeps turning anyway.
You might think that. But mercenaries and statesmen each have their own views and ways to effect change. It's not in vain.
A blade siding with humans. You don't see that every day.
I think it's blades like you that are rare.
Well, duh. You do know what I am, right?
Lacking in compassion.
Huh?
Blades like you really are a rare sight. That may be for the best.
So, about Jin. I suppose you have to take him away from me.
I could try to slay you right here.
But?
But my mission is to stop the Aegis' destruction. To subdue Malos, not to seek out lost trinkets. Who cares about paragons anyway?
Huh?
How about you two join up? Lend us your strength. You're incredibly powerful. There's loads I want to pick up from you, like that trick from before. Let's see. We'll say I found the Paragon on my journey and decided to entrust him to you. To help with Malos. Well, sound plausible?
That's just...
How dare he speak to me like that? He thinks he knows me.
Course is the word.
Yeah, he is.
I meant you.
Me?
You meant you're unpolished. After you return to your core, you lose your memories. However, as you gain experience with people, gradually the nature of a blade, rather their feelings, they change and grow. You become more and more human. But you purposely keep yourself apart.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
No, not at all. I respect that part of you.
Hey, are you angry? About this whole Malos thing?
I'm not. Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure of it. We cannot simply ignore what's happening in the world. But
what?
please say you'll be careful.
I will. Your Highness,
Just Adam is fine. What is it?
the going after Malos thing, could it wait a few days?
Oh, is there something you need to do first?
Well, yes.
You see,
Lady Laura seeks the whereabouts of her mother. Unfortunately, she has her mercenary duties to perform. Therefore, I often go out and conduct these searches myself.
I see. Then you found her?
Yes. With all that happened yesterday, I did not have the opportunity to say. My lady, your mother is currently residing in a small hamlet called Torrigoth.
Torrigoth.
That's on the edge of Gormott. Ardanian and Cian forces clash out there frequently. It's very dangerous.
Indeed.
Right. No time to waste. Let us head out there.
What? But what about your mission?
You don't want to see your mother?
Of course, but...
Then let's go! Malos hasn't hit that part of the world yet. It's as good a place as any to look.
You're hoping we might find him there?
Exactly.
That sounds too easy.
We go to the village of Torrigoth to find Malos. And you go to Torrigoth to find your mother. Everybody wins.
And once I found my mother, I join up with you?
That's the general idea. I'll send my people to notify your mercenary friends. And perhaps we could find a place for your mother in the capital. It should be safe there.
Is this normal princely behavior?
You think this is bad? Just stick around for a bit.
Nobody's, like, making you come along, you know.
Well, unfortunately, a driver and blade are one in body and soul.
As if you don't do whatever you feel like anyway.
I know this is all very sudden. Still, we don't know where we'll run into Malos next. It makes sense to stick together, as much as we can.
Isn't that... No mistaking it. That's the blade. And that little brat, too. Aye, it's Bluefist. Yeah, the whole village was wiped out. Found myself some great cool crystals, eh? And I found something else too, something real interesting. Give me some time to take care of this, okay? I'll be in touch. Ha! Fate's a funny thing. Never thought I'd get to take back that paragon. What I stole in the first place.
It's really nice to have some more company around here. Really makes fighting a breeze to try not to get angry at seeing that guy. He's the worst. Well, yeah, what did you expect? The monsters around here don't stand a chance against me. Mithra. Your powers are on a completely different level, true. But that's not what Laura was trying to say, Aegis. Laura doesn't think of her blades as mere tools with their drivers. To her, they're partners in arms, am I right? Exactly. When I said we have more company, I was talking about all three of you. I don't care whether you're a blade or a driver, I'm just happy we get to share our time together. Oh, I love Laura. Okay then, that's a pretty weird way of thinking if you ask me. You think so? Should we perhaps be on our way to Yanchik Harbor now? If we keep to the road, it should take us straight there. Man. Yeah, we're heading to Gormat, so that's fine. Do have a quest that I think we pick up there, which is like the big quest. So we'll see how that goes. So here's the Nopon that gives you the Mithra core, which I already have. So yeah, he's not going to give me 2 of those for some weird reason, that's fine. So in terms of everything I have equipped, it is all there. So I have, I didn't quite max out everyone's arts, so that's something that I'll be working on doing this playthrough. I did get a chunk of them to level 5, but not everything. I did spend some time getting chips from the level 100 super boss, so we're all good on that front. Did complete the chart, but I haven't completed the trust, so I'll be working towards S+ on this playthrough. And the cores I have are basically just good stuff to increase attack, and there's Mithra's core, so yeah, they're pretty strong. I don't really feel like the game was extremely challenging, but that's fine. Like, I don't think this experience is designed to be difficult. It's kind of like, it's stuff to expand the story of 2, right? So, but it is very much self-contained, which is really interesting. It's fascinating that they've managed to do this so well. It is just like a little mini Xenoblade game. Ether miasma, cool. Mithra, please restrain yourself. I mean, come on. So, fortunately, we'll have, because we have our affinity chart done, we're gonna have all of the field skills maxed out. So if we come across any miasmas or anything like that, we can just clear them straight away. Any treasure chests, although I think it keeps what treasure chest you've opened. Actually, there's a really good way that I can check that. Oh, after I've dealt with these arachnos. I don't need to do anything. The auto attacks just destroy. This is so bizarre. Alright, Haze. Let's give it a shot. Oh. More. Good, I love spoders. It's just my absolute favorite kind of enemy. Here, let me actually use an art or something this time.
I think we've been spotted.
There we go. I suppose I should use the area of effect one, right? There are 3 of them. Man. Laura, you're too strong. Stop it. What bars the way? Okay, I will do that in just a second. I just happened to remember that there is a treasure chest over here that requires skills to unlock. It's on top of that house there. So I want to see if it's, it looks like I can open it again, which is interesting. Yeah, there it is. Let me see if I remember how to get up here. Easy does it, Laura. Laura. Perfect. Treasure trove. So this you wouldn't be able to open until much later. So it's cool that we've got it now. Not that I particularly need any more items, but, you know, it's cool to open the stuff that has the field skills because it kind of feels like part of completion. Like, it's satisfying to know that you've cleared the map out kind of thing. And there's a gold collection point here. So I'll pick that up. I always felt like the items that I needed were the mechanical parts. So I'm gonna try and remember where all of those are so when I walk past them I can pick them up. Let's clear this out the way then.
The ether bends as I will it.
Well done.
Well done. It is gone. Nice. Alright, Mithra. What bars the way? Complete!
One less problem in the world.
I have so much money. This is just such a
Aren't we intrepid?
spec in terms of all the items and money that I have right now. It's kind of weird. Alright, here we go. Oh, but the quest! When you're trying to run somewhere to get a quest and then... Oh, he's talking to me anyway, that's fine. The bridge. Monsters. I can defeat monsters. I'm level 99 and we have a full party. Gosh. No worries, my friend. I will absolutely destroy anything in my path. So I think in terms of working with quests, there are story points that require community to be at a certain level. So I might hurry on to those points and then do the quests when we hit those points. Like everything that's unlocked at that time. So that way we can kind of power through the main story and then do like bursts of quests when necessary. Oh. Oh gosh, the wheel is so empty. I think there's 89 people. Gosh, we'll see. So that's our side quest to do.
Here we are.
We're at the harbor, which is fine. And we have another quest to pick up. I'm interested in how the game handles it because I believe it remembers what you've done for this quest, but it's locked behind community. So I think some of it will just partially complete automatically. But it's just a weird one. Like, it's just interesting how the game handles New Game Plus stuff. Ooh, a chest. I mean, there's gonna be nothing in here of value to me, but you bet I'm gonna open every single chest I see. I mean, come on. Like, there's nothing in it. Oh, there's so many people here. Hello, Nopon. Nopon friend. Oh, friends! Our friends may be an intrepid team of fearless blades and drivers. Roly-Poly is also driver. Meh? What do you mean, cool story? Is truth. Roly-Poly, veteran of many, many battle. Now about to start your new job is... It sounds like super duper mega faff, so Roly-Poly on lookout for allies. Oh, thank you, it's very kind of you. Friends look competent, but Roly-Poly know better than to trust appearance. We'll give friends test. As for specifics of test, yes, Roly-Poly just have most excellent brainwave. Want to see friends topple 5 enemies using driver combo technique. Any foe will do. Roly-Poly not picky. Friends know how topple works, yes? Yeah, but I'm too strong. Nothing's going to survive right. This is gonna be really hard to do until I get access to tougher enemies. We'll just accept the quest for now. Friends know how topple work, yes? First use driver art to inflict break. And tell blade to do attack and watch enemy hit deck like sack of mushrooms. Is simple, no? Do break, then do topple. Repeat 5 times and pass test. And then when ready, don't forget to come see Roly-Poly and give good news. Alright, Roly-Poly. I'm on it.
We're such saps.
We're such saps. No, we don't need to set his active quest. There he is, though. Oh man, slowly but surely building stuff up here on our collection point. I remember my first playthrough I was seeing these things and it told me I couldn't interact with them and I was so mad. I was like, let me do it right now. Hey, I'm Isabella, don't you know? I'm something of an adventurer around these parts. Say, do you know about the Barney Stones? Long, long ago, a famed adventurer called Blue Barney went adventuring for treasure in Allrest. But during his travels in Torna, he collected so much loot he couldn't carry it all. So he decided to seal it up inside big rocks and got monsters to guard it to make sure it didn't get stolen. He thought he'd retrieve his loot when he next made it out to Torna, you see. But he never got the chance. And so the Barney Stones remain untouched to this day. Barney might have been a bit useless and good for nothing, but it makes for an interesting tale, right? You know what I should do? I should pick all of the options I didn't pick on my first playthrough. So I'm gonna say yawn. Fair enough. That's the end of the tale for you then. Aw! You gonna give me the quest? Oh my gosh, she's actually not gonna give me the quest because I yawned at her. Oh, that's the worst. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that was a great story. So you agree? I'm so glad to have met a like-minded soul. Then have I got another tale for you. I've heard there's a Barney Stone somewhere in the nearby Harad Hills. Though I might have to have a go at finding it myself, but so far, no luck. Now I'm thinking I might just pack up and head back to the capital. What was that noise? Oh, it was Bridget. I was like, what the heck was that monstery noise? But it's Bridget with her fire. God, it scared the crap out. You back there, where are you? You. Shush. I'm trying to talk to Isabella. You look like you might be able to find it. When you do find it, you're supposed to hold your hands up and chant, Barney's the man, 3 times. Yeah, I know, I think it's nuts too. Got to say the words to break the seal, but you can probably just mutter under your breath. Oh, and you'll have to take care of all the monsters that show up after you break the seal. If you can manage that, Barney's hidden loot will be all yours and it'll finally re-enter circulation. On the off chance you do manage to get the treasure, let me know. I'm sure it'll be an exciting tale you'll have to tell me. Until then, I suppose... Barmy Tale of Barney.
We cannot turn them away.
Cool. I mean, there's one right back there in that cave. Kind of interesting. Hello. You tourists? No, not from the looks of you. You're adventurers or drivers, right? I mean, why not both? Well then, hope you're ready to hear some tips from a pro adventurer. That's me, by the way. If you're drivers, you'll stop from time to time to camp. You'll stop from time to time to camp on the road. Take the opportunity to use the materials you collected to create new items. Oh man, I love tutorial NPCs. Oh, well thanks. I need to talk to all these people to put them in the community thingamajig, so we'll do that now. Before they all run off somewhere and I have to find them again. So here we have Luke. Hello, Luke. Yes, we're heading to Gormont, eventually. Eventually we are. So, collecting stuff from collection spots, excellent. I much prefer the fact that they're in little clumps now as opposed to in the original Xenoblade where they were just like one item dotted around. It was kind of frustrating, so collection's definitely a bit easier in this game. I love All-Nop-On. Big Dreamer. Do-la-la. Here you are. Right, we've also got Geo over here. Oh, you end up in the capital, don't you? This is an interesting character. So he's going to tell us about pouch items, which, I'm going to be honest, pouch items are something that I kind of forget exists. And I know that they're really strong and good, but quite often I just don't bother unless I need to do it for the affinity chart. And I understand that I'm probably playing the game all wrong, but this is where we're at, so... Let's say we go and actually do this quest since we have it, and it's kind of something that you pick up. The game encourages you to pick up. It's kind of interesting that they lock main story progression behind doing side quests, essentially. And I don't think it's a bad thing, because all of the little quests are absolutely the best part. Like finding out all these little character stories and how they all connect together. But it's actually quite a fair bit of the game you have to actually do before it lets you move on with the main story. So this is about repairing the bridge, right? Or no, there's monsters at the bridge. A lot of Wolf. We can defeat some Wolf, that's fine. Look at their cool mohawks. The Jin sass. Oh my god. Yes, friendly banter, Adam. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure that's what it is. Alright, let's fight. There's no way that these guys are gonna stay alive long enough for me to, like, do break and topple stuff. No. I can just run around and pick up items and let all of my other teammates do the work. This is pretty great. Again, I'm picking up all these items like they're going to be useful to me. Really bad habit. Like, I'm such a loot hoarder in everything. Like, it's taking all of my strength not to go to all of the item collection points. Also, that's one of the locations of the golden monsters for later on, who was kind of tough, because I wasn't super high level at that point, so had a little bit of trouble with that one. Hey, we defeated the guys, the Wolves. Alright, we did a quest. I think we'll just leave all quests, like I say, until we need to actually level up our community. Hey, level 1. Good job, us.
Aren't you glad you asked us?
Perfect. Alright, let's carry on to the ship and we will head for Gormont, shall we? Excuse me, Bunnets. Man, look at this thing respawning constantly. I do like to pick these up because they have monster items in them, and trying to get monster items is somewhat frustrating because you have to remember where they are. So I will pick up the purple ones probably as I walk past them. Yeah, there is this cave over here with a Barney Stone in it. So maybe we could do this just because it's fun. Because we wouldn't have been able to do this the first time we came here. But now I have Jin all leveled up. I don't know if this is a tough one actually. Is there anything in here before I activate it? Okay, these guys are a little bit stronger. Maybe they can survive long enough that I can do some topples for that one quest. Alright, in you go, Jin. Topple. 1 down. 4 to go? Was it 5 that I needed to do? Oh my gosh, so much damage. I'm not gonna have time to switch back into Jin, am I? Oh, possible. Oh yeah, there's waves, right? So maybe we can do this. Oh, he resisted the break. Dang it. Another wave. Alright, oh my gosh, they're huge. There's no room in this little room for all of these enemies. trying to not use arts to keep them alive long enough that I can do break. Here's one. Launch. Good job, team. We actually managed to have some monsters alive long enough to, you know, not die immediately. Treasure trove.
Is killing me.
Delicious treasure. Now something I need to keep an eye on is how many auxiliary cores I have, because I filled up to 500 and didn't notice, and I was defeating like super bosses for ages and then realized I wasn't picking up their aux cores. So that was a fun time. Where am I at? 276. I'll try and remember to like clear out my inventory at some point. Ged. Hello Ged. You're finally here, eh? Been waiting for you. You going to Gormott? Yes, please. Hop on. Alright, good luck. I will try and not vomit. Thank you for the warning. Looks so cool. It's a pretty great Titan. Gormott. Alright, we're here. It's very pretty. I was just saying it's really pretty. A place of contention. Alright, we're heading to Torgoth. Yeah, Jin. Jeez. Oh. Ah, he's moved. Okay. I was like, wait, why is the community thing opening? Lasham Cove. Cool. Alright, well we have some people to talk to, so let's get talking. Check out all this nature. Go on, take a deep breath. Feels good, eh? Not like Torna at all. Gormott's famous for its clear waters and pristine natural beauty. Be careful though, at the heart of this land dwells hordes of strong monsters. Strong monsters, my eye. You'll want to keep an eye out if you stray too far from the road. Alright, Zemma. Although he's Gormotti, so he probably sounds Welsh. I can't do a good Welsh accent. I can do Nia and Dromach, but aside from that, like, I can't do it. Hey, Ged. Spoken to you. Hello, lady. Looking very fancy. Look at that shoulder piece that she's got going on. It's great. Ever run up against a monster you fought plenty of times that this time it's proving to be a real toughie? You might want to take a look at each other's elements and what your weaknesses are. So that's the thing, you can change your driver's element by giving them different weapons. Something that I never felt I needed to do. I just kept with the same element but got stronger weapons. But I suppose if you want to be creative or you're fighting an enemy that's particularly weak to something, it would be a good idea. Oh hey, look at the musicians! Leo? Oh, weary traveler, surely you of all people must know the meaning of a bond that sweetens over time. Yep. Between a driver and blade. Oh no, he's a bit lovesick, I think. Love is pain, my friends. Poor Leo. And we have Azarn as well. He's going to tell us about materials. Cool. Perfect. Oh, I remember you. It's Lita. And your blade. And she has a recipe. Oh, Bridget, you're right there. Bridget's just fading in and out. Don't worry about it. Lita and Kada. Hello. No nonsense blade. I love some of the titles for the NPCs. Cool, we'll have quests to do with them later. Minnie is here. Hello, Minnie. Carry straight on down this road and you'll come to Torgoth village. Yes, I've heard about these scary monsters that I'm not scared of in any way whatsoever. But thank you for telling me. I do appreciate it. I did have to resist the urge to go and explore Gormat when I first got here, and I was like, you know what? I should probably go ahead and do the story stuff. Oh, here we go. It's Mac. This is the one. Ugh. So, I think part of this quest should potentially autocomplete or something. We'll see how it goes. Prince Adam, what pleasure to see you again, is Mac, most trusted intelligence operative. Prince goes so big and gorgeous. If only Mac was 30 years younger. Just kidding, of course. Where was Mac? Ah yes, case of poisonous substance dealing. Dum-dums not realize how dangerous that is. Poisonous substance is red pollen orb. Oh god, red pollen orbs. Some dum-dums stupid enough to buy and dealer rakes in gold. Mac is still on trail of dum-dums, but dum-dums always seem to be one step ahead of Mac. Which brings Mac to request. Prince Adam help efforts of Mac to siege red pollen orbs? Pollen orb cargo stored in green barrels. If friends green barrels, should smash into pieces on the spot. Under no circumstance use pollen orbs or Mac personally show up and give spankings is clear. Okay. Mac will return to Torna in the meantime and gather more intel on dum-dums. Will personally expose dum-dums for wrongdoings in the name of Prince Adam. That's about it from side of Mac. Pleased to look for green barrels and retrieval of pollen orbs. I love how Nopons speak, but it's really hard to read sometimes. Okay, so this is like a huge ongoing challenge to break a crap ton of barrels. And I think the breaking of the barrels is something it carries over. Yes, so the quest has updated, so let me go look at it real quick. Yes, so he's if I go speak to him now, he'll be like, oh, your community needs to be higher. So that's excellent that I don't have to find those stupid barrels again and we can just carry on with our lives. Did I speak to everyone here? Is there anybody else I need to chat to? I don't think so. These are vendors that I don't think I need to speak to because they're not named NPCs. Alright. Once again, going for these because I always seem to run out of these materials. And here's one of the very first unique monsters in the game, who I've already beaten, so his tombstone's here. Cool. Alright, well, we have all the locations to rediscover, so that'll be fun. Secret areas up there, I think. But for right now, we'll progress with the story. Because when we get to Targoth, I'm pretty sure that's when we officially get Hugo, Brigid, and Gion. So it'd be nice to actually officially have them in the party, as opposed to having them in the party right now because we're on New Game Plus. So we shall do that. We shall just head for the story marker for right now. So beautiful. It's nice that we have a familiar area from Xenoblade 2. Because Torna's new, obviously. But this is an area that we know and love, so we're here. Oh, the campsite's here, right?
This is new.
This place
This
would
is
make
new.
a perfect base of operations.
Doc is here. Doc, they call me. You could say I'm an adventurer, but I also have a scholarly interest in the links between Ether and Titans. Do you know anything about this atmospheric disturbance called the Ether Miasma? There's been a few of these Ether Miasmas popping up around Gormott lately, only little ones mind. I was going to go and have a look myself, but I got set upon by monsters before I could get very far. To be honest, it's more the intellectual side of adventuring I'm into. I'm not too great at all the rough stuff. That's what I'm perfect at. So I was just wondering if you lot could help me out. I bet you'd make light work of the Espina Ferris that caused me such a bother last time. If you'll help me, you'll let me really get stuck into my Ether Miasma related research, you see. Well, I'll leave it up to you. You look like you can handle it. Yes. I am level 99.
We can take care of it if you want.
Alright, we'll carry that on later. Let's get Doc in the community list. Man, there's a good chunk of NPCs, huh? Oh, we have someone else here as well. Lavinia. You a band of drivers and blades? You look pretty strong, but I don't think you'd be suited to being in my party. Why not? Oh, why not, you ask? Well, to put it bluntly, you're simply not up to the task. You what, mate? Are you keeping your skills up to scratch to make sure you're ready for battle? Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. She's a thief, huh? Robber queen. Alright, well she's in. So that's fine. You alright, you two? You just going for a little swim there? Jeez. Alright. We'll take some time to explore later and get all of the locations filled out on the map and whatnot. But let's progress the story.
This is new.
This
This is
place
new.
would make a perfect base of operations.
Oh no.
Here too. Gormott's an attractive target, but this... Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way, clearly they're all toast.
Mithra.
Laura.
It's okay. Mother could have run away somewhere safe.
Alrighty, let's have a look around, shall we? The music's so nice here. I mean, the music's nice everywhere, but this is a nice one.
Look, fresh graves over here.
This kind soul must have dug them all.
What's wrong?
Should we maybe bury him too?
Huh? Yes, let's.
this for her myself. She kept all this time.
Like I said, I have tissues. Oh dear. Thank you, Jin. I'm alright now, really. Are you sure? If you're trying to put on a brave face, then it's fine. It's fine. Hey guys, do you think we could go back to the village again? Did you notice something? No, nothing like that. I was just thinking maybe we could bring back something to offer the rest of the graves beside Mother's. They were all burned to ashes. Is there really any point? Thinking. Really? We didn't find anything last time. Alright, we can all look together. If it helps you give closure. Alright, we're here. During that cutscene, Surf Monkey, Jared, thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate it. You've not missed too much. We've just kind of started the story. Because I'm on a New Game Plus playthrough, my party shouldn't... Basically, pretend Hugo and Bridget aren't here. There we go. So this is my party. Laura and Jin have met up with Adam and Mithra. We've come to here to find Laura's mother, who we've just discovered has passed away. And this is it. About half the game is sad from here on. It's a time, and there's some sad, and I did cry at the end, quite considerably. So look forward to that. Look forward to seeing me cry like a baby. We'll see how it goes. It's now nighttime, which is cool.
Surround them.
Oh no. You're done! Oh, this stupid soldier voice.
Ardanian troops, Imperial Guard.
Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
Dirty deeds.
What? No, we just...
Problem, Captain?
Lady Bridget. The brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries.
Oh no, my chair.
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I will deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am. You lot. Stay here and assist the Lady Bridget. Stop!
So we're fighting Bridget with Bridget, because she's in our party. Perfect. Oh, this music is so good. I'm just not using arts to make this fight go longer.
I need to wrap this up before Lord Hugo arrives.
Perfect. 10 out of 10.
Not done with you.
Brigid's so cool.
Ugh, come on! That was a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation. Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up. But perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend. A simpleton? Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement. I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off!
Mithra! Stop! We've got children here!
What was that? If that had actually hit me... Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note...
Mithra!
Hayes! Understood.
What? How? Is this you? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him? Simpleton.
How extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you, lay down your arms. There is no need for this.
Hello?
Oh, he's so happy.
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty?
May I introduce? The Emperor of Mor Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Mor Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now, here you are, bonded with both of them.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh.
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
That's how it goes with matters of state.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. and I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return. Well, it would be beneficial to share our findings, but perhaps elsewhere might be better?
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please? Would you go instead of me, please?
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Alright. Well then, my friends, shall we make a move? Your Majesty. This may not be my position to say, but would it not be wise to first investigate the location we spoke of? Ah yes, you do raise a valid point. Aegeon, please consider His Majesty's feelings. These two. He wishes for quality time to spend with his dear friend Prince Adam. I'm honoured that you value me so highly, but I think this is a decision best left to Hugo. What do you say? Would that be getting in the way of your mission? No, not in the slightest. In fact, I believe you're just as much involved in this whole affair as us. With your travelling alongside the Aegis, that much is clear. So this mission of yours has something to do with Malos. Exactly so. Aegeon, would you? Of course. By official decree, allow me to formally disclose to you the nature of our mission. On the surface, we have travelled here to work on diffusing diplomatic tensions between the Empire and Sia. But at the same time, there is another matter we are investigating. And that, I presume, is Malos. So, what are you going to do? Take him down? Capture him? At the present time, neither. It is His Majesty's wish to ascertain the intent of this Malos, and indeed anyone who wishes our Empire harm. Then I assume new intelligence has come to light. Fourth Decade report in just as you were on your way to Torgoth. They had discovered an area of land that had been scorched black by some colossal power. Don't think Adam's going to want to ignore that one. You read my mind. Hugo, as much as I'd enjoy reminiscing out on the cloud sea, I'd like to first enjoy some more of the scenery. Cool. Of course. If you like, we can take a side trip before we return to the ship. Laura, is this wise? I still want to decorate the graves, so I'll wait for you in the village. Everything will be fine. Hayes is with me after all. That's right. Please take as much time as you need. Alright. So Laura's leaving the party now, I believe. So we get to do a little bit of exploring of Gormott, which is nice. Power unimaginable.
I hope we'll be able to help.
I like that that was Laura's line, but I'm pretty sure she's staying in the village right now. Ooh! Mithra, S5. We're getting there. Oh no, Laura's here. Maybe it's later that we, that she leaves the party for a little bit. Because I remember being able to talk to her and Hayes. Oh, you know what I should have done is actually set that as the current objective. That probably would have been wise, right? There we go. Although I think I remember where it is anyway. But we'll just take a leisurely stroll up through Gormott. How long is this game? The DLC is, depending on how fast you play it, anywhere between 15 and 30-ish hours. I did a 100% playthrough casually, like leisurely is the way I would describe it, and it took me 31 hours. But if you're just playing it normally, like probably like 20, I'd say. It's a mini Xenoblade game. It's quite interesting. I don't think there's any reason to not oh, I guess I have a quest for that guy. I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't play this alone. Like, there's Xenoblade 2 spoilers, but I don't think it's anything, like, too terribly devastating to the story. Alright, here we go. Tell me, you finally found the uninhabited Titan. That's right, made it there without a scratch. The map, the bard's song, the elder's legend, it was all true. Ah, I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded with me. No fair. Of course, back then I had no idea that I'd be the driver of an Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring discovering that legendary uninhabited Titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the Arachno, Antol, and Skeeter variety. Cool! Mithra. She's so excited about monsters. And they were pretty huge specimens too. We must have lit like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. Ah, fine recompense for an adventurer's heart. So your plans to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Bridget. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? It was kind of a paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was laid to waste by someone or other. Ways of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war and they had to find a place for some refugees. But the monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. Ah, the telling of it falls hard upon my ears. Aegeon, you're here suddenly. This is the place. We're here already. The journey past is the blinking of an eye thanks to Adam's enchanting tales. Your servant's humble recounting was able to relieve your imperial tedium. Surely the most blessed of men am I. I love the relationship between Adam and Hugo. Alright, Mithra, take a look. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malice's handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion, Mithra? Malice's attacks would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But whoever did this only scorched the grass. It can't be in such a high temperature. It's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. I mean, the big crater Jin did say it was like glass, so... Uh-oh. Suddenly monster. Alright, let's do a fight, shall we? It's level 16.
Stay with the flow of battle.
Stay with the flow of battle. We'll get some topples in here, possibly. Oh, someone beat me to it, dang it. I was getting ready to switch in for Jin. Perfect. A fire-spewing monster. That's the one. That's what's burnt the grass then. Man, humans suck is the the moral of this story. Jeez.
Interesting thing you've got there.
Malice enough.
It's all right. Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the Architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then... that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here. Here.
What is this place?
It's a very tasty secret. Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
Look. This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blade's.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
it's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans. It also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
From the architect?
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world. And perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor?
Perhaps. Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
Alright, I believe that concludes my mission. Shall we head to the flagship? Fine by me. It's a good place for us to exchange information. Currently moored at Latcham Cove. At Latcham Cove we go. Yes, we've been there already. That's where we came in. So we haven't actually strayed too far. I think this will be...
How about next time you help yourselves?
I think this will be another thing that we do as part of when we do like a bunch of quests. We'll just go and unlock all the landmarks and stuff. It's probably easier to do things that way. We'll run over there rather than fast travel, because just running in this game is just so pretty. Why would you not? Unless it was really, really far away, then fast travel is excellent. Did you buy this game separately or as part of the expansion pass? I bought it separately because I got it physical, because that was a thing you could do, and I like collecting physical games, so I actually have it on a cartridge. So, do you recommend it as a good first Xenoblade game? I'd say no unless you wanted to try it, but I mean, you should play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, then Xenoblade 2, then Torna is kind of how I think about it. There's the Wii U Xenoblade game, which I actually haven't played because it just never really appealed to me. But from what I can tell, there's no issue to going from the first game to 2. The first game and 2, you could technically play 2 first, but it's better to play Definitive Edition first for like one line of dialogue in the game. Like they're related, but not really. It's kind of complicated. But I'd say play Definitive Edition if you're wanting to try out a Xenoblade game. But we have some quests we can pick up here at least. This guy's driver is a knock-on, I guess. Oh, this is the guy that wants us to fight. Oh no, this is... okay. This is the quest to do blade stuff. That's fine. So we're gonna... again, we're gonna have to wait for like tougher enemies to appear because we're killing everything before we can actually pull off any combos. So this is kind of interesting, because in my first playthrough I was doing quests as I got them because it was fun and it was helpful to like learn the combat. Oh, I guess I walked into the area. I was like one step away from triggering the cutscene. Cool, well I guess we're here now.
Right. So it was the Cian forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
I will go take a look.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indol would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but...
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
What the?
Oh no.
See, Laura and Hayes are there, but they're in our party. That's why that's a bit confusing. They're not actually in our party. They're actually here. New Game Plus is weird.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her. Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No! God.
You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
God, I hate him so much. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to listen to this music because we're too strong. Party formation has changed. Let's slice him to pieces.
No more running amok. My turn becomes a burden. Don't you know who I am? Look, hey now, you no more running amok. Think you can run? Again, girly. You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
You bastard! No! What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough! That's enough, Jin. Just leave him. For my sake.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
I'm gonna kill them! Every last
we back. Gosh, I don't know if it's always raining in that cut. I feel like there's not many cutscenes that are actually fixed weather and stuff, but that was pretty epic in the rain. I know you can go and view cutscenes later on, you can select the time and stuff, but I think it just so happened to be nighttime and raining, and that was really cool. That was fun. Alright, so we're heading back to the flagship. Again, Laura and Hayes were supposed to be apart from the party, so all this stuff's just like a little bit jumbled up in New Game Plus. So, but I think we're probably past most of the parts where that's going to happen, because these are all three of our, you know, teams, so there shouldn't be anything much more confusing after this. It's kind of funny. It's a bit of a weird one. Let's grab some machine parts here. We are so intrepid. I'm just wondering if now is a potentially good part to wrap it up. It's good that we're moving through the story so fast. Eventually we will hit a wall, and we'll have to build up community. Ooh, treasure.
The suspense is killing me.
Again, these treasure chests are gonna have nothing of value, but it's a treasure chest. Like, you can't not open the treasure chest. So yeah, eventually we'll hit a wall where we have to build up community, and then I'll go ahead and like just complete a bunch of quests. But until that point, we'll just push on with the story. I don't quite remember what's coming up, but we'll view this next part of story, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream because I've been going for 2 hours now. Oh, it's never gonna let me pick that quest up, is it? Because every time I come here I have like the main quest to do. Oh well. Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honoured guests. It's funny, I was expecting it to be all glitz and glamour, halls of gold, diamond chandeliers and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. Morardane, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That's the Ardanian way. The Ardanian way! Hugo. Oh, I love him so much. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And if the leader is the first to fall, what then? Jin! It's alright, Laura. He makes a valid point. This is precisely why, Aegeon and Bridget, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Oh. Urgent news. Survivor. Mithra. Alright, cool. I kind of remember where we are in the story now. This is fine. I'll set this as the active quest. Can I pick up this quest now? Yes. Oh, it's you! He's look at his little salvager helmet. God, I love Nopon so much. Meh. Dudan sinking into doldrums. If not delivered quickly, partner's sure to flip lid. Meh, travelers! Please listen to Dudan's woes. Dudan is salvager by trade, as friends see. His entire livelihood. Dudan mean diving off Lasham Cove with wood cylinders in effort to find specific treasure. But all Dudan find is useless collectibles, value of scrap. More worth to throw away than keep. Probably fault of wood cylinders, not really built to last. I've heard salvagers in Mod Ardain use shiny silver cylinders or some such. Do not have luxury to use such high-tech equipment, but want to change that. It's maybe asking too much, but could Dudan trouble travelers for helping? Would need friends to, oh, I think I have this stuff. Possibly. Dudan's counting on you. Salvage salvager, cool.
Let's see what we have here.
I feel better now that I've picked this quest up and we can add him to the community page. How big is the map? It's like a fair size. I can probably... So there's two main areas. We have Torna and Gormat. Gormat's from Xenoblade 2. So basically where we've kind of been is we went over here and that's the city. So we've basically just ran this area here. It's like a decent size. Like it's the right size for this being like a DLC game. And then this is like the rest of the tiny bit of Torna that we've explored. So it's like a fair size. Oh, we have another quest? Oh, Lita's ready now to give her quest. So this is an interesting one. So these two are Driver and Blade, and Lita's just kind of like a noob. So she asks us to help her on her first adventure, which is nice. And you kind of bump into these two a couple times throughout the game. It's quite a nice little story. It's not so much story, it's just nice to like see progression in these characters who aren't really important, but are still important because it's nice to see the interaction between like Drivers and Blades that aren't as closely bonded as we are as a group. So it's just nice to see like how a normal non-protagonist person would kind of deal with becoming a driver. So I imagine it's quite overwhelming. Getting to know your blade and everything. So off they go. My first adventure. Cool.
We can take care of it if you want.
So we won't set that as the active quest. So she's gonna go off on her adventure, and we'll catch up with her later. Oh look, we have all the items in my inventory. That's great. That makes things just a little bit easier. So this is probably a good place to wrap up. I think doing like 2-hour chunks is probably fine. It's kind of a, like I was saying before, this is basically like a test to see how story games kind of work in terms of streaming. Because I haven't actually touched Xenoblade Definitive Edition yet. I played it on Wii and I played it on 3DS, but I haven't played Definitive yet. So, because it has new content, it has Future Connected, which is like an additional section of story, but I don't think I'd play that until I played the game through again for like maximum emotional impact that I, you know... God, I cry a lot at Xenoblade games, it turns out. So we'll continue on with Torna. We'll finish my New Game Plus run. I understand it's kind of a weird way to experience Torna, but if it encourages people at all to consider trying the Xenoblade series, it's an absolute win because they are phenomenal. Like I said, I never played the Wii U one. I do intend to fix that, but I've played the first one like 4 times through, and I played 2 probably about a year ago. Haven't done a New Game Plus playthrough of 2.
Now, back to your regularly scheduled daytime.
I love that Laura voice clip so much. Regularly scheduled daytime. So yeah, this is kind of like testing the waters for playing the first Xenoblade game. So hopefully it's going well. It's just a weird, it's a different type of game than I would usually do on stream. So hopefully it's good, and I don't know when the next stream will be, possibly tomorrow. I think Monday kind of works well for me, so we might jump back into this as soon as tomorrow, and if not, I'll let you know on the Discord. Like usual, I try and give as much notice as possible. Sometimes streams are a bit last minute, but I think we'll try and stream again tomorrow. In an ideal world, I'd like to stream like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Because if we're gonna be jumping into story games, I want to have like a big block, so it's kind of more cohesive, and then that's like 8 hours a week. So for this game, for example, that's probably like a 2-week or 3-week tops experience, right? So that kind of makes sense for actually churning through story games and it not taking too long. So that's the plan at the moment, but I think we will stream tomorrow so we don't kind of lose the momentum, and then we'll maybe transition into a Thursday through Sunday. And I'm liking the 7 PM start. I think it suits me a little bit better because it means I can eat dinner, stream, and then like have a snack and go to bed. Like it works pretty well with my day. So yeah, I'll say goodbye for now, friends. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this slightly obscure look into Xenoblade. The New Game Plus is so weird having all the characters in my party fighting themselves, but that was kind of funny, so it's okay. But yeah, I shall say goodbye. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Xenoblade. See you later, friends. Bye!